How's it going, guys? It is Ryan and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are here for another round of our F1 1997 career mode at the Gilles Villeneuve circuit in Canada for, I believe it is the 6th round of our 1997 career mode, where last time out in Spain we got done over by strategy when the rain changed and everything went dry and we made a bold strategy and it didn't really work out. This time around we're back with some more rain and it's even heavier than before, so we're always driving as the Minardi, and we're doing the traditional Minardi rule of starting at the back of the field. And really, this car is just terrible around here. I'm just going to be brutally honest, it is so bad, which makes it even harder for us to score points. So I'm going for around about mid-pack is my goal here today. And I have tweaked the mod even more in terms of the performance, just to make it a bit more competitive, especially in the top half of the field with the Williams and Ferraris and McLarens, trying to get them a bit, make it more competitive on the, along with the mid-pack as well. So Jacques Villeneuve starts on pole with his teammate in second place of Frentzen. With our teammate there, Katayama, doing very well. Got to say, 17th place in qualifying, not too bad from a team that is so terrible in this mod. But the revs are building now, the lights are on. Round 6 of our 1997 career mode is away, and it is absolutely heaving it down with rain. So grip's going to be even more difficult in the slow corners, but we get a very poor start once again. Just saying that the Minardi isn't the best in these conditions, so it's going to be even making our life a living hell. But Barrichello leaves the door open there, opens it up, and we're going to go down the inside of him and Jos Verstappen. Also Katayama, Magnussen, Herbert, Salo, maybe Pedro Diniz, but no, we just can't get past him there. But we're up into P16 as we get getting held up here by Damon Hill, who's holding up Larini, who holds everyone up, and Diniz is the big winner from that and moves up to 13th place as we're up to 15th so far. So not too bad, 7 positions, sort of the average number of positions I gain on the first lap. So I'll definitely take it. But the one issue I'm going to have here, as you will see here, the AI have got OP grip in wet conditions. Now I don't know how I can fix this, but we just have to take it on the chin, as the Larini's going to try and go down the inside of us, but has to back out of it for the corner as we have the racing line. But we still maintain 15th place as Damon Hill, who's been a rival of ours throughout this season, is in 14th, just ahead of us there, going into the hairpin, who's been held up there by, I believe, it's a Benetton of Gerhard Berger. Don't know why I keep saying Patrick Berger, but it's Gerhard Berger, so I do apologise to any Gerhard Berger fans from the olden days. But we're onto the back straight now. On there, we've got plenty of fuel, so I don't have to worry about that for the time being, as we're going to be completing the first lap here of the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's been a mixed bag really, so we've gained 7 positions, but the grip, the rear traction is going to be the issue from us in this Grand Prix. So we've got to be very careful how we do this and try and do strategy and hope the weather improves as well to dry conditions where we can really push the car to its limits. As you may have seen in the previous episodes, that we have done very well in the past. So we're going to be going into the middle sector now very shortly. We're going very wide there, locking up the front left and going very wide. And there's a car parked on the inside there of the next corner. Don't know what it is, but the safety car, it's I think it's Frentzen or Giancarlo, I think it's Fisichella. Saw a bit of a glimpse of Italian flag there. So Fisichella retires from the race, and for the very first time this series, the safety car makes its appearance on there. And I'm not going to just barge you with 8 minutes or 5 minutes of boredom behind a pace car. So we're going to skip all of the pace lap for you guys until we go back racing on there. But it was nice to see the safety car and spice things up a bit. But the safety car is coming in this lap on the end of lap 4. So the weather is apparently improving slightly, but not too much. So we've got to see if that is the case, as we're just going to be now waiting for the safety car line to start making moves if we can. But with this game, the safety car was alright, but just this slow bit here is just being controlled manually, not by ourselves, if you know what I mean, controlling it. So we'll have to see how this goes later on in the race. So as we're going to be coming now into the last corner now, as we've been given the green light to go racing, and we get a very good exit out of the last corner as Hill's had a poor one. But as I just said, the grip is just the issue with the rear tyres. As you can see, Hill is pulled away already on us there. So the field's equally spread out now as we're onto lap 5, and we're onto the back of Hill, who's going very slowly. We've been glued to the back of his rear wing, which doesn't really help us a bit, but we didn't get any damage from it, so I guess it's alright. When we've got Johnny Herbert behind in 15th place, we're up to 14th after Fisichelle's retirement. Got a bit of oversteer, which slows us down, and Herbert's got a brilliant run on us here. Is he going to try and make a move into the next corner? The answer to that is no. He will hold off until this next corner where the AI are particularly strong in. So we have to wait and see if it will work out for him. But just the grip levels here is just terrible, and Herbert's going to try and go down the inside of us there. And even our teammate as well, who's up to 16, is having a sniff at position. But as you can see, Hill and the rest of the pack are putting away here. Just the grip levels is just terrible. I don't know how many times I'm going to see grip levels in here. So let me know in the comments below the number count of saying that particular 2 words there. But onto that paint, as you can see, the rain is slowly deteriorating. It is getting lighter on this and a bit brighter as well. So maybe there is a possibility of going on to the intermediates very shortly, or even the option tyres if the track dries quicker enough. But Katayama, our teammate, is looking for a move on us here, which is something I would not have said in the series so far. For the first time, we are under pressure from our teammate. I don't know if it's just this track that he likes, Katayama, but it is going to be very interesting. We do not want to lose to our teammate in this race there. Door shifting it down to first gear into the hairpin. We get a very nice exit out of that corner, and we pull a nice cheeky gap to our teammate now of around about 6 tenths, 7 tenths per second. So we have to wait and see how this will pan out later on in the race. But you can see as Schumacher now sets a 27.8, which gives an indication that the track is drying up even quicker. But we're still on these wet tyres, and we may go on to the intermediate. Some people may even stay out on these wet tyres until it dries out to save a pit stop, but it isn't really the most ideal strategy to do. So we need to see if it will work out for us there. But we're on to lap 10 now, and as you can see, the puddles are slowly going away, which will leave just a damp track on there. But as you can see, we've pulled away from Katayama. Hill, I have no idea where he is because the gap has increased that much, but behind we're putting away. So at least in this mid-pack we're the quickest, so I can definitely take that. There's Hill about 8 seconds up the road, so it's going to be very difficult to try and catch him up with only 9 laps to go of this race. So we need to see what our pace is like. We've got only 9 laps to go in this race, so we're going to have to see if we can pull something out of the hat here, a rabbit maybe, and get into the top 10 with this change of weather conditions. Are we going to do a repeat of Spain and go for a bold strategy that doesn't work, or play it safe and do the conservative strategy and go on the intermediates, or hold out for the dry conditions to improve dramatically? So we've got to wait and see how that goes. And we're only we're 1.1 seconds ahead of our teammate, whereas Hill is now 9.5 seconds. So there's good things and bad things from that. We're slower than Hill, but we're quicker than everyone else behind us. So it's a bit of a beneficial for us there, but it's not been the best of races, I'm going to admit to you guys. It's not been that exciting apart from the safety car making an appearance in the series. So let's see some safety car hype in the chat, guys. That would be fantastic on there. But we're going to be coming now on to lap 12 now. As you can see, the track is getting a bit drier now, which can give me the indication of whether to go on to the intermediates now or stay out and continue with only 6 laps to go. If we did stay out, we would most likely take the lead of the race, but it will have to depend on how quickly this track dries up. You need a massive hoover to clear all this water up. That would be quite interesting. But we're going to go into the pit lane now, as if everyone is in the pit lane. So we're going to take this opportunity now to pit, follow the same strategy as everyone else. And there's a pile up, there's a bit of a traffic jam there with Deniz, I think that is, and Hill. So Hill has been held up, so we could gain a position from that. But remember, we've got all the other people coming into the pit lane as well. So everyone's going to be in the same boat here. Let's see where we're going to come out then. We come out in P13, which means we're ahead of Damon Hill. And even, I think Katayama's got ahead of him as well, I believe. No, he hasn't. He's just got pipped by Hill. So we only gained 1 position from the pit stop window. So 13th place, the unlucky number 13 is not what we wanted. So we've got to see if this does bring us bad luck, or it brings us some okay luck and gets the car home nicely. So onto the set of intermediates then, as we hope to see the track not drying up. And if it does, we're going to probably stay out and take a gamble if the rest of the pack pit for options. So we need to see if that is the case, but we've only got 6 laps to go, or 5.5 laps to hold off Damon Hill. So it'll be quite nice to finish ahead of him. A bit of banter would be quite nice there. But we're going to be going now onwards to lap 15. And as you can see, as I said, that Hill is all over the back of us now, as the grip as I said, with the wet conditions, is still not helping us one bit, as Hill looked like to make a cheeky move around the outside, and he didn't get it done, so we still stay in 13th place there. And Katayama unfortunately lost out as well in the pit stop, went into another car behind. I don't know who it is, but Hill gets a beautiful run out of the corner and moves up to P13, so that little mistake there from us, and the traction of the AI hold him off, but we actually go back down his inside and take back 13th place there. So it's a bit of a switcheroo, and Hill's actually made a mistake there, it seems, coming off the chicane, so he's had a moment there. Jack Villeneuve sets up 23.9 as we lock up completely the front right, going very wide on entry there, but we somehow get away with it on exit. But we're going to go on now to our last lap of the race, and as you can see, we're on optimal fuel, so we have burned quite a lot of fuel during this stint, and the Hill's catching us up again, so it's going to be quite an exciting end to this race here in Canada. And speaking of which, as Jack Villeneuve crosses the line to win yet another race, I think it's his fourth in a row, which puts him very in contention for the championship now. But Hill's trying to go down the inside of us, but he just couldn't get it done. And to put it on there, Villeneuve sets the fastest lap on the last lap of the race, so props to him for that. But our main concern now is Damon Hill. Are we going to hold him off, as the track, as you can see, is getting even drier on the racing line, so it's going to be very difficult here. We've got to hopefully maintain this gap we've got, and we've got a brilliant exit out of the hairpin. So it looks like we're going to hold off Hill to 13th place. Nakano's in 12th, so he's going to be happy with that. As we come down towards the final corner of the chicane, it looks like it's going to be 13th place from us. Not the greatest of races, I'm going to be completely honest with you, so I do apologise for lack of action there. But we're going to come home in 13th place. Not what we wanted really overall, but with the AI OP grip on this game, it's going to be very difficult to get anything, especially in this car as well. So we'll take it anyway, 13th in the middle of the pack. So I did say that at the start of the video, but it would have been nice to get up the field. So the results then of this race is obviously Jack Villeneuve won the race, with Michael Schumacher in second, with Heinz Frentzen in third, with Mika Häkkinen in fourth, Eddie Irvine in 5th, and John Lacey completing the points positions in 6th place, with Ralf Schumacher in 7th, Olivier Panis in 8th, David Coulthard in 9th, and Gerhard Berger, not Patrick Berger, in 10th place. And there's the other half, and the confirmation of the two retirements of Jan Magnussen in the Stewart and Giancarlo Fisichella, which brought out the safety car on the second lap there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that race. It was a bit boring from my point of view, I do apologise for that. But now let's see what that means for the standings after round 6, which you can see on the screen now. And Jacques Villeneuve leads the way now by 3 points from Michael Schumacher on 41. So the gap now is 3 points, with Heinz Frentzen moving up ahead of Eddie Irvine into 3rd place with 24, with Irvine on 22. Häkkinen, the big mover of the top 10, moves up to 5th place on 7 points with his impressive performance today in Canada, with his teammate Coulthard dropping down to 6th place with 6 points. Giancarlo Fisichella's retirement means he stays in 7th with 5, with Ralf Schumacher, Gerhard Berger and John Lacey all now tied on 2 points. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of the 1997 career mode. The next round is at the home of British Motorsport, Silverstone, and it hopefully will be a good one for you guys. So let's see if we can hit 50 likes on this video, and I'll immediately upload that round for you guys in the next few days. But until then guys, have a fantastic day whatever you're doing. Make sure to subscribe for even more F1 content. But until then guys, have a great day, and I shall see you guys very soon for a brand new video. Until then, take care guys, and see you later.